Well, good morning. I'm finally getting around to doing this video that's entitled Ron's Dilemma. I'm actually going to be talking about that and perhaps a little bit more of what I had planned to talk about before I had this huge dilemma. The dilemma centers around a couple of things. Number one, I was supposed to make a video with Aristo today. However, the program, the password for the program, I don't even remember the name of the program, but I know it was paid for by PayPal, and I made a payment for a year so that I can record up to 25 people at the same time. So Aristo, just adding Aristo is no big deal. In any case, let me look at the camera instead of down at the screen. In any case, I was unable to open that file. I don't remember the name of the. No, it doesn't matter what the name of it is. I paid for it in PayPal, and I'll find out the name of the program that I used all the time. It's interesting because when I went to the hospital, when I was transferred to the hospital in Gainesville from Melbourne, I noticed that, and I have to stop and think. See, I noticed that there were things that had changed during the time that I was in 2 days of intensive care, during which time I could not even use my computer. So there were things anyway that were compromised, and it gave them access to my regular YouTube account, which is registered in the Paradox Man, is the primary email address. But they sent the announcement of charging me for something to my Metagroups email address, which doesn't make any sense at all, because Metagroups is not the program that it would have ever been registered under. So even that charge is a phony charge. So I have to check and see what the other charges are. I know there were at least 4, I think. Not big charges, but charges against my account. The biggest one I think was like $75 or something like that. Anyway, that's the first part of this dilemma of the memory gaps that I have in creating in just remembering things. The other thing, I wanted to give an overview of my time at Gainesville, or at the hospital. And aside from the fact that someone stole some of my identity while I was in the hospital, there were many things that happened that were very good, because I got to see, what was I going to do? I was going to do the overview, the overview of my stay there. Okay, I wanted to give an overview from the beginning. First of all, I had open heart surgery 12 and a half years ago, actually, at the end of October 31st, I believe, in 2002, on October 12th, on October 31st. And this operation I didn't expect to even have. But when I had the stroke and I went in, they found that my aortic valve was not closing completely at all. So the gap in the valve was always open. And that creates a lot of problems. That's what caused the stroke, in fact, because the valve would not close and it was always open. So it created a problem in my brain. And when I went into the hospital, they could not do anything right away because of the stroke. They saw the aneurysm, and they had to wait for that to be healed before they could even start the work on my heart, although they had done tests and stuff like that, of course. So this is one of the hardest videos I've ever made. I wish I had done one with Aristo. But anyway, the overall thing in Gainesville was very good. They did a marvelous job of mending my heart. I mean, I have probably one of the top physicians in the country that was working on me. Of course, he's also a teacher at Shands Medical Center at the University of Florida, Gainesville. And so he was the one that did all the work on my heart and did a fabulous job of mending me. And except for the food, which was terrible, they did. By the way, they don't. You know that they don't even serve wholly. They serve totally just generic food. That's see, I'm having so many memory gaps in doing this video. Unlike most of my other videos, I didn't have a lot of time to plan it because of the fact that I thought it was going to be with Aristo. Anyway, it's not with Aristo, it's with me. And I'm sorry. I apologize. This is probably the worst video I've ever made in my life. And I thank you for listening. If you know, no, never mind. If you can think of the name of the program that I might have lost that this allows you to record up to 25 people and I pay for it, let me know. But I'm going to try to find that anyway. So thank you for listening, and I apologize.